I'd say the majority of coaches I had growing up, some of the most influential guys in my life, with the exception of my dad, were my coaches. I would definitely say their influence on me, and just kind of going from a boy to a young man to a man, and being along that process and kind of developing me. They definitely had influence on me. Guys like Spencer Hill, he was my position coach, and he actually was the head coach of the first job I got out of college. Really had a big impact on me. Well, I love football. I love being around the game. I think the game is incredibly special. I think it builds characteristics that you can't in the classroom, and you can't in other places. And I feel like football, with the exception of combat, brings guys closer together than just about anything else. I think most importantly, the relationships you build is really something that makes football incredibly special to me. Not only when you're playing amongst the guys you're playing with, but also when you're playing with the coaches. As a coach, the relationships I create with the other coaches, but then also the relationships I create with the guys I'm coaching, really impactful, and really make it definitely worth it. I think the biggest thing, and because I've seen both sides of it, it's something that's always been important to me, and it kind of always something I've really believed wholeheartedly when I became a coach that I was going to do is I see the guys I'm coaching not for their athletic ability or how they can help us win the games. Now that obviously is important in season, but when it gets, but the rest of the time I see them as men, and I want to create relationships with them as men, and see them as human beings. So I want them to be successful. I do have one-on-one mentorships with some of the guys. I have my position group over for dinner to just kind of get to talk to them outside of football and get to see them outside of football, because I don't want this to ever feel like I'm just using them for their playing ability. I want them to understand that first and foremost I care about them as human beings, and I care about their development.